of the Europe WOT Majors. As we all know, this is the first season. You've seen the rankings, and well, yeah, if you weren't here last week, like, screw you. You're not important. Like, you know, if you weren't watching the first week, like, that's unforgivable. For me, I wanted me to talk about those graphics and stuff, but honestly, I'm not paid enough to do. Sell out. Anyway, guys, opening match for today, at least in my stream, it's gonna be Legend versus GoHard. GoHard won their first match last week, while Legend lost 5-1. It was a really painful game to watch. Although they did, they did decent. They struggled a bit in the first few games, but later on in the series they just couldn't find an answer, and they got wrecked. I can increase maybe this a little bit more, maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, with these new sounds and all, I just can't find the perfect balance. One more. So, Legend is gonna defend here on Prokhorovka to start it off. Honor, phenomenal kill still on their STB1s, Yepurash and an Object 140, Zet and Dragos, I guess, or Dragos, are gonna drive their TVPs, and the Ketamine is gonna be in an RU251, so a tier 8 light tank for Legend, and we see a straight up aggressive push on the eastern side. They're gonna try and cross here, I guess. Yep. They wanted to do some damage, but they just couldn't. There wasn't enough. Well, there wasn't anyone really spotted close enough for them to shoot. So, Purple and Tiny, or Tine, I guess. I'm gonna call him Tiny. Are gonna drive their IS-7s, and Zed taking a lot of damage. Annihilator in that batchat in a prime position to kill him. Dragos is gonna try and take some shots, but in the end, Tiny finishes him off, and that's a lead for GoHard. Rest of the tanks, Ethnic, Killer Kid driving STBs, Kaizu driving an Object 140, Annihilator in the batchat as already pointed out, and Bino Arta in an M40-43. The RU from Ketamine got caught and killed as well, so a huge deficit for Legend. We see that they have started a push on the right side. These STBs with an Object 140 are trying to box in these tanks, but really smart play by GoHard. They didn't go too far, they didn't bite. Oh, this was the SPG hit. Jesus, Bino Arta doing his job, and it just seems Legend can't really find their foothold there on the back foot. That's pretty much game over at this point. Navigator was left behind, to watch the backs of his teammates, so they couldn't get surrounded there. Two IS-7s providing a huge buffer. In this position they're excellent at hull down, and honestly there's not much Legend can do at this point. 3 tanks really low on HP. These two STBs are gonna keep pressure on this side. Annihilator should run. Yep, it run. Jesus, good job Zmor. He's gonna drive in these 2 tanks here. Yepurash and Honor are gonna fall, and it's just gonna be 3 tanks left for Legend. Phenomenal is gonna try and provide support because he's really low on HP. They still didn't lose hope. This is something that's remarkable. Kill still gonna get wrecked. Annihilator finishes off Phenomenal as well, and it's just gonna be Dragos here against, well, everyone from GoHard. They didn't lose a single tank. That's really important to point out. Bidomaya, I think all he did was that one shot, but that was just enough. 1.7k damage. Etni finishes off Dragos from the side, and GG, GoHard wins first map really hard. This was like a crazy win. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, 2k damage. There's one direct hit on the Object 140, dealing like 1.7k, and then one splash. Annihilator did an excellent job, like 14, 12, 12, really, really good from a bad chat. As we all know, the accuracy and the aiming time of that tank are just terrible, especially when you're being immobile. Whew, really hard loss for that. So yeah, let me see so I don't mess this up again. Yepurash. It's really mad about it. It's like, I've been casting you for a while now. You can just come up and say like, ah man, it's not Yepuras, it's Yepurash. 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 I really can't, I don't know the accent. I'm not from your country, Jesus Christ. But still, it's funny when people get mad about stuff like that. I mean, yeah, of course, it's their nickname, it's their trademark. It's basically their name in this game. So, I guess, some ego, get your feelings get hurt, like Bible thump. But come on, man, you could have said it yourself earlier. Anyway, uh, we're gonna see some 113s in the play for Legend, and now they're attacking on Prokhorok. Like, I usually like, at least the games I casted, since I didn't cast the Pro League, uh, it was usually the attacking side winning, right? Like, most of the time, I think it was the attacking side winning. So it's not mission impossible for Legend, but they really need to get their their stuff together. Cause yeah, the performance in the first game was really bad. Like, those three tanks on the western side, just on 1-2 line, it was just like there was nowhere to run. They lost the TVP, and the TVP is not a tank you want to lose at start. The RU, maybe they would have been fine sacrificing it if the TVPs survived, but losing those two tanks just forces you to do something in the game. Just they basically force their hand to push from the right side instead of just holding the 6-7 line and trying to create the crossfire and the tanks coming in. But yeah, I mean, they should have figured that those I-7s are gonna be where they were, and a nice thing done by Annihilator, just finding that good position to snipe everything. So, GoHard defending. They're gonna do it with two 113s, a Leopard, STB, 2 Batches, and an RU-251. So again, a defending team with an RU. And Legend this time as well took an RU on the attack. They're playing with 3 113s, an STB, and 2 TVPs. I keep rolling. Yepurash tried spotting. He did spot quite a few things. He basically spotted everyone from Team GoHard, but he did take quite a lot of damage. He's down to 455, and Team Legend is pushing into this. Yeah, they're gonna go on the other side of the railroad. Killer Kid did take quite a lot of damage though, like in the passing. Tiny is just, I guess it's Tine, right? It's just gonna be Tiny in here. Tiny here is isolated, no help for him. Like, these tanks are really far away. The only guy that can actually help is Kaizu in his Leopard 1, which was, placed there for the exact purpose of helping. And these 113s are now stuck between like a rock and a hard place. Binomaya has their backs. He won't penetrate every hit, but it doesn't matter. Like, if he penetrates every second hit, it's gonna be good, because these 113s can't really push into this. Killer Kid did take quite a lot of damage. Yepurash is trying to kill Annihilator there. In the meantime, the Leopard died. Really nice focus by Zet and Honor, and Phenomenal for that matter. Dragos here taking some damage. Purple still holding fast. This is a really close game at this point, but Legend has all of their tanks alive, which is crucial. Ooh, nice kill towards Binomaya up there by Phenomenal. So yeah, Phenomenal didn't die, which is important for his team. This 113 should just, just play a bit more passive, a few more seconds until those TVPs come here. What? Oh my god, that moving shot towards purple and like 500 damage roll. Jesus. Okay, that hurt. We see Yaporish is trying to finish off purple. These two budgets are still alive, so these 113s can't really push freely. They have to be careful of what they wanna do. In the meantime, Yaporish is being pushed by Killer Kid, who finally finishes him off, which is important since he was creating crossfire for the team. And these 113s, too much risk. Luckily, it was a low roll, so Spetzion will need two extra shots to die here. But still, I don't think it should have been done. Etni is trying to find an angle here on Zet. In the meantime, Honor is in the cap. Phenomenal is all the way back. He's down to one shot. He can't really do anything. Etni is trying to kill Zed. Like, he can't really trade because he knows those TVPs are around. Oof, nice try by Zed, but no connection. And it's just, the 113s are just going to be passive at this point. I think they should have done this like a few shots beforehand. This way they're like just really low on HP. Both of them had. Oh, this was a huge opportunity by Dragos, but he just didn't use it. Dragos or Drago. I'm gonna call him Drago. Drago. Etni. Oh, nice trade. That actually hit him. Didn't take a shot back, and the cap is really far on the way. Killer Kid is gonna be the guy that's gonna try spot and reset, but I don't think he'll survive much. He has to reset though. Phenomenal, he's spotted here. Phenomenal should take care of him. Or maybe he's not spotted. Nah, now he is. They spotted each other. And Killer Kid is gonna go down, but oh, a miss from Honor. Miss from Killer Kid as well, but as I said, Phenomenal is there. 113s did get into the fight, helping. Oh, Etni is being pushed here. Zed is going to die, but oh, Kill still didn't commit. He could have, but he decided not to, and now it's closer than ever. Dragos taking quite a lot of damage here. Oof, luckily another didn't connect his last shot. Purple is doing amazing work. He's down to one shot and still just legend guys just can't finish him off. So Annihilator is in a really good position. If he can reload, he's in a really good position to actually finish this game almost on his own. If him and Purple work together, they can kill the 113s. And Spezion is going to commit, but Purple kills him. No support on the other side. Actually, Etni died. Honor went out of the cap to kill him because he's the only guy with enough HP. Purple dies, and Annihilator is now all on his own. Finally, Legend realizing they had to do something. They couldn't just wait it out. Annihilator finishes off Killsteal. Ooh, he gets shot by Honor, but I don't think Honor has any more shells left, which means Dragos is going to be supported by Phenomenal here. And Annihilator is gonna try and run away. Ooh, if he finished off Dragos, this could have been any man's game. Yeah, it's 1 versus 3. It's really hard for a batch at least, you know, if they're all one shots and you have a TVP, maybe, but they're just coming in. Honor and Phenomenal are gonna join Dragos. You can't really penetrate with heat. The 113 side scraping. Good job by Dragos. Yeah, Legend had this game, but they almost threw it away. Well, not to the lack of trying from GoHard. They really did play really well later on in the game, but in those opening stages, like they lost this 113. He did what? 3 shots, 1.6k damage. Okay, that's quite a lot of damage for just 3 shots. Maybe, yeah, somebody rammed him, so yeah, maybe it's just a bit from that. Kaizu did decent, but he just died prematurely, and Etni couldn't find those shots in between those tracks, but still he did block quite a lot of damage with his turret. But you know, if Etni at that point played a bit better, I think this could have been easily the game for GoHard. I mean, not easily, but like figure of speech, as they would say. And yeah, but losing that 113 in the start and then losing the RU, just, you know, it's not really good trades. All Legend lost was a bit of HP. Like, you know, 2 tanks were left down to like 400 HP by this. But they did kill 2 tanks in return. So, and they left Annihilator really low on HP at the start. So it was a really good opening for Legend. Just later on, I don't know, they should like concentrate a bit. You know, a bit more concentration couldn't hurt them. So. Losing. Grammar. Oh man, don't do this. It's not bait if he's a grammar Nazi, Jesus. You're just doing him a favor. Oh, that's probably not something I can use on stream. The word. He's a grammar schmuck. Let's call him a schmuck. So let's see. Okay, nothing really going on. So second map is gonna be mines. Oh, I didn't even check. Like, what? I'm such an idiot, man. I'm so bad. So I'm gonna see the maps. Just put it out there real fast. So it's Legend versus GoHard. Oh, it's already updated. Wow. BAPI doing the work. So it's gonna be mines, then Ghost Town, then Murovanka. And the tiebreaker is gonna be steps if it ever comes to that. So it's gonna be Ghost Town next. Ha! Okay, I'm really interested to see because both GoHard and Legend are Silver Series teams. And I had the chance of casting them. I only casted GoHard once, I think, because they were really like, oh, don't cast us, please. Meh, 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 meh. I don't know why, but you know it's their thing, and I guess they just don't want their strats seen or whatever. Maybe they're camera shy. But I did cast Legend quite a few times, and there wasn't that much Ghost Town in Silver Series, I have to be honest. So, on paper, GoHard's a better team. Should be at least a better team, and it's really weird. Ghost Town is like a map where a better team should win, in my opinion. Like a better team should win. Doesn't matter if you're attacking or defending. Better team should win. If it's not like a thing of, you know, having more or less experience on the map, like you know, a gold team versus a silver series team. It's not fair. Gold teams have so much more practice that it's just stupid. Anyway, Legend attacking. Since they started the last round on the attack, they're starting this one as well. When the map changes, you start like on the spots you finished the last map on. So they're gonna do that with the 3 113s, an STB, 2 TVPs, and an M443. Something of a standard here. Both teams have an SPG, and GoHard is gonna play with a similar setup. I mean similar. 2 114s, 1 E5, and 3 TVPs. When I say similar, I meant like similar amount of, you know, tanks serving the same purpose. Like 2 113s and E5, it's just all of them are gonna go hill. All of them are good DPM, good armor. E5 just has the better gun impression. Oh, get wrecked by SPG. Jesus Christ, phenomenal. Went forward, took an extra 2 shots, and oh my god, these 113s are being wrecked. Kaiser from the middle being annoying as well. He did land 1 shot, but luckily for Legend, not more. And it's like the instant 3k difference. Another shot from Kaiser towards Honor. Kaizu doing the work. Like similar, you know, 3 TVPs, like 2 TVPs and an STB. Basically, the goal is to just contest the hill, go hard. Not really going hard for the hill, but just there to try and deny it and do as much damage as they can to the guys climbing up. And you know, these things behind, like controlling everything, some crossfire from the island. I think it's a really risky thing that Dragos didn't go to the island in the beginning, because you want to know if the enemy is like pushing here or have someone creating crossfire. And SPG fired, but purple didn't take any damage from that. It's weird, like new sounds are weird. I heard SPG firing, but it's weird. I heard it much better in the old. It's just my ears adjusting, I guess. the regular gun sounds are too loud compared to the SPG, like that's like 200 meters away or 300. This is like 450, 400 meters away, but still, I mean, it should be heard. Like, yee. So kind of a stalemate at this point. Everyone's waiting for the enemy to make a mistake. You know, wait for the SPG to do some work. Spedion here is already safe, as they say. Yep, rush. Yep, rush. Yeah. Why is chat spamming yep, rush? Just I hate you guys. Ooh, nice hit by purple there. Wow, Jesus, like that's a perfect hit right there. Wow, couldn't that RNG couldn't work better. I don't know why the SPG, like, he moved. Okay, this is why he moved, so he can land shots here. I don't know why, and he's going back up now. Why is he changing that? And he's trying to hit the A5. Like, why don't you shoot like blindly here? This 113 is bound to be here. Like, what's the point of these two 113s if they're not here? I like this position more than this one because where Kill still stood there, you can easily shoot this. It's like no problem at all. Yeah, so we saw some, you know, in the meantime, some rotations. The TVP is going towards the 9-0 line. They're probably gonna push that. Like, they're down like 3.3k HP, so it's quite a lot. Meaning the heavies of GoHard are gonna have a huge advantage here. Tiny is just he's just gonna die. He's gonna do as much damage as he can, but he's gonna die. The thing is, these two 113s, the E5 and the TVP, are gonna wreck everyone coming through here. So what they have to do is kind of go behind this house to minimize the damage they take. And there's still, like, if you go behind the house, then you have to cut like here just to shorten the amount that you're seeing. If you go right up, you're gonna be able to shoot you here and here. So you have to like go here and then like behind the house just, but still you're gonna take a shot from 113. E5 is gonna be able to turn back in time if needed, and yeah, the other TVP is just gonna wreck you as well. So they're spotted, they're committing to it, and now we're gonna see the damage done. Ooh, just a track on Yepurush. Really bad shooting from GoHard though. Really bad. Dragos does take some damage, but ooh, Dragos takes a lot of damage. Now finally some shots connected. Skarim is gonna finish off Spezion and probably gonna go finish off Honor. He can do it on his own. There's no need for anyone else to overcommit. Oh, actually Killer Kid's gonna do that. Purple trying to help out, but he should focus on Phenomenal. Tiny, on the other hand, just jumped down to be safe. Etni has to move forward. He's kind of late, so he's taking some damage in his rear, which shouldn't have happened, but yeah, still, whatever. It's not that much. Legend is just losing tanks left and right. Tiny is pushing up. He's trying to finish someone off, but he just found this one kill. He's really low on HP, but so are Yepurush and Dragos, and a nice shot by Tiny. Purple finishes off Dragos, and it's just kill still all on his own. Nobody's going to look there except Etni. I really hate heat, like shh, that's what you hear. Jesus. And again, GoHard didn't lose a single tank. Like when they win, they really like wreck you. They don't lose a single tank. And yeah, just Annihilator doing quite a lot of work there. On the other hand, kill still just 700 damage, not nearly enough. Especially with the performance his team showed. 113s, a lot of damage while they were climbing that hill. I don't think that was necessary, but still, I don't know. I just think it's GoHard playing better than Legend at this point. That was like 1k or 1 point, like I don't know, 1.1k shell from Annihilator in the start of the game, and they just like it was a wrecking ball. Okay, it was just a wrecking ball. and it really slowed everything down. It kinda didn't give Legend any other options. They were down 3k HP, and whatever they wanted to do to push or anything, they'd lose like 2 tanks right off the bat, just being focused down by those 3 heavies in the TVP that was close to the front lines. And I really like the way they were standing, so they don't get shot. I wanted to use a really bad word there, but not to get shot by RT. And yeah, like we saw the SPG from Legend just couldn't do anything. Killsteal was just kind of useless most of the game. And I think they were actually betting on him to do something. Because if you don't surprise your opponent, do something weird, or your opponent misplays, if you're the one like pushing out and you don't have the advantage, like you did something your enemy didn't expect, so they sent like 1 tank to the island and 1 tank somewhere else, and you just push directly into them, and start killing everyone while those 2 tanks are driving back trying to help out their teammates, then yeah, maybe you can win. But in any other case, if you want to push out, you're really at a disadvantage. Like when you're already spotted, when the enemy knows where you are and can assume what you're gonna do next. If you push out at that point, like if Legend just pushed straight down, it would have been impossible to win. Just because those 113s didn't have any HP left. Like both 2 of them were under half HP, which means they need 3 shots to die. Which means the first one dies from the heavies, the second one dies from the TVPs, and everyone else, like driving behind him, just gets splashed by the RD, and you essentially lost that battle. So they had to drive around, try and push like the 7-8 line. That there wasn't anything else to do. I just think the execution could have been a bit better. Like the 113 on the hill maybe could have peeked first. I don't know, like peek here, show himself, just make people watch at him. Then like the guy here like side scraping, let SPG scare these guys. Make some pressure even if you take a shot or two. Just make them question what you're gonna do next. This way it was just, GoHard was just sitting behind and waiting for that push. They knew that it was coming, so they just prepared. Anyway, GoHard now on the attack. Two FVs, 215V and 2 113s. This is gonna be a hard push toward the hill with those heavies. 2 TVPs. One of them went to the island right off. Kaizu. Killer Kid in a standard position here. Phenomenal did take quite a lot of damage. Phenomenal and Spezion are in their TVPs. They have an E100 and 2 113s of their own. And we see here Yeporash taking quite a lot of damage. Get them in the lightweight. Woo! 780. Them rolls. And Yeporash low on HP. Can't really do anything at this point. Honor, like what you want to do with this E100 is trade shot for shot. And just stay here like semi-RT safe. And if you do that, if you can trade that shot for shot, then it's gonna be golden. But yeah, so far not working out. Ketamine is flanking, which is something that's it's really nice. Oosh, critical hit. Yeah, but they're still taking so much damage. Kaizu, really nice positioning there, but he can die now. Zat has him in his sights. 2 more shots, 2 more shots. Zat has to connect the last one. Oh, it looks like he already missed one since he pulled back. So Kaizu will survive, but I think all the damage Kaizu took, it doesn't matter. Like at this point, it doesn't matter because these 113s are out of the fight. They're all the way down here. So Honor is the only one that can stay up here, and Honor now has to do a lot. He has to connect quite a few shells, and finally he starts doing something. Skyrim takes a shell there. Phenomenal is down to 1 shot, so we can't expect more than an occasional shot to the side of GoHard just to confuse them, keep them on their toes. But these 113s are just pretty banged up, and they're just forced to play defensive. In the meantime, Ketamine takes some damage. Annihilator not really doing the best job. Killer Kid is caught in the open. Zet went in to finish off Kaizo, and we finally see a counter push from Legend, but they are losing quite a lot of HP. They do still have all their tanks alive. And Phenomenal finished off purple. Okay, this is weird. So Killer Kid is trying to stay alive, and lucky for his team, he manages. Phenomenal is now in a really good position there, like supported by these 113s and all, but he can't really do anything, as I said, but sometimes shoot the enemies. Killer Kid died. I don't know why nobody wanted to come and help him. Like, this is really weird from GoHard. They just put everything up the hill. I don't understand. They did kill the 100, yeah, but like, I don't understand what they accomplished. I knew that the lightweight was there. They could have spared the tank just to go and kill him, and I think it was a huge misplay on GoHard's part in the end of the game. Because now they're surrounded and I don't think they can win at this point. Annihilator gets killed there. Scarium and Etni are really low. Spetian doing quite a lot of work. 113s are finally pushing in because there's almost nobody alive. He's just Tiny and Etni. I'm gonna call him Tiny, yeah. That looks, sounds cool. So Etni can actually finish someone off here, but Zed won't have none of that. And he's gonna go try and finish Etni off instead, but no, he fired one shot and missed. He's saving his shells for Tiny, or he's still reloading. Yep. First shot, second shot, it's APCR, it's not heat. Finally, I don't have to hear that. And Tiny goes down. They were really passive. They were trying to get the hill, but they were really passive. Like those two tanks on just. I get what they wanted to do. Kaiser did quite a lot of work. He was down to one shot, yeah, but he kind of almost on his own with the help of the SPG neutralized these 113s, like got them out of the fight. You can see their damage is lackluster. Like both of them did combined they're like 1.6k, so their impact was minimal in that game. They were put out of the fight immediately. Kaizu did a lot of work there together with Annihilator, just denying this 113's extra space. They had to pull back, and I don't like, why didn't Killer Kid go earlier? Or why didn't like 113 go 113 go back and support Kaizu? Because it was obvious they're gonna push towards Kaizu because he was the weak link at that point. Or why didn't they just play safe and wait for the SPG to do some more damage towards the 113s because they knew where they were? Or just try and kill that E100. When they kill the E100, they can just push forward and finish everything. You just need to wait for the enemy to go towards Kaizu. And then you know the enemy took the bait, so then you can take control of the hill and lose only one tank. But it took him too long to rotate Killer Kid to help him out, and you saw Killer Kid got caught in the open. There was two tanks from Legend there, the TVP and the Batchet, who did the most damage in their team, and just a beautiful play just got thrown, and they basically gave the win to Legend, which Legend just they took it. They didn't let it go, and honestly I think Legend didn't really hope they can win. Like, it's demoralizing when two of your heavies, the E100 was down to half HP, basically locked where he was. The 113s were down to like 600-700 HP each. And it's really hard to play from that position, but they somehow managed. The Batchat and TP doing a lot of work, especially Zed just did the phenomenal job. 14, 13, 12, 14, 12, 11. Yeah, that shooting is really important. I don't know. It's a shame. I really liked what Kaizu did. It was risky, but it at that point it paid off. They just didn't really utilize it good later on, and yeah. Why is this red? What? Oh, they had an extra guy. Okay. Jesus Christ. I was like, oh no! DK. It's DK. It's like Death Knight from World of Warcraft. DK. I really hate Death Knights. Oh yes. The nectar of the gods keeping me alive. So as I said, it's gonna be Ghost Town, our third map. New map. Legends defending. It's gonna be three 215Bs and E5, MX50B, a Batchat, and a T54 lightweight. So basically, what we've seen in this on this map is like two completely different styles of playing. One, the style that everyone's using lately, my favorite style, is well, it's just better. Is playing with a lot of DPM. The F1, the 215Bs, occasional 113 or an E5 or whatever. With an autoloader. Everyone uses an autoloader in this map. We see like 4 215Bs, Waffenträger, Batchat, and Oni! Jesus Christ, Bino. Binoni. And, you know, a lot of DPM, a lot of HP. They're just crazy, you know, just get in that meat, you know, grind down the enemy tanks and win the game. The other way was good at the beginning. It was really popular. It was the E100s, I don't know, T30, well, Waffenträger as well, but you know, it was just a lot of hard-hitting guns, which proved good, you know, at that time. But later on, people just started using their DPM, just crashing into those E100s and whatnot, and I don't know, either IS4s, side scraping, you know, you just go straight up, you know, crash into them, just use your DPM to bring them down, and GG well played. So I feel like Oni is gonna like be cover, he's gonna be shield for the rest of his team. Although it can do some damage, but still, like, it's meh. It's meh. Still, it can kill a lightweight 1v1, or should, if lightweight doesn't get next to it. But I feel he's gonna be a shield for the Waffenträger, since they are together. So GoHard is kind of focusing the cap number 1. They started neutral in the middle, which is something I always like to see, the team starting like a neutral position, somewhere they can rotate from easily to any other position they want to. And now when they saw there's not very much nobody here, just the lightweight, they decided to focus a bit more towards cap number 1. This standard positioning from the attacking team. So Killer Kid here, I think he spots that. He will spot basically anyone crossing here, except Phenomenal, since he's really bad, too much back. And here comes the push from Legend. Their 4 heavies are just gonna go straight into this. Will they still flank, or will they just try and help Killer Kid? This is something we have to see. Purple being caught out by Zet and Phenomenal, and Purple's gonna go down soon. These 2 tanks can shoot at the sides of these guys here, but oh my god. Yeah, Spezion takes quite a lot of damage, but still, you know, they did kill the Batchat. It's now down to Waffenträger to make up for that difference. These 4 tanks are having a shootout. Problem is, it's 4 versus 5 at this point. So we really need to see what's going on. Zed here being caught out a bit, but they just couldn't finish him off. Tiny is on reload. Binomaya there, he's hurrying to cover him up. Tries to take some fire off of his teammates towards himself. Katamin shooting him in the back, and Binomaya, he's just gonna be useless at this point. Katamin should finish him off. Team Legend holding fast. So far didn't lose a single tank yet. Honor is full HP. Yeporach gonna go in front of Dragos to soak up some hits because he has some HP left. And here comes the push. Zet is behind. They're getting these FVs into crossfire. GoHard can't hold out much longer on this side. But the Waffenträger is still alive. The thing is that Waffle's drum reloaded? Looks like it's not. So it's pretty much GG. Killer Kid versus Honor, Zed, and Dragos. He's gonna go down. Tiny did finally reload, manages to kill the lightweight, but will fall to Dragos. And there was still Honor and Phenomenal. They were all really low on HP. If that Waffenträger had them shots like 5 or 10 seconds earlier, this could have been their game. Tiny did quite a lot of damage though. 777. Nicely done. But Legends just, I don't know, my opinion, played a bit better. I was expecting those 2 FVs to go around and flank because the E5, I don't know, like try and box him in, because what they did, like 4 of them standing there, just enabled a Phenomenal and Zed to put shots into them in the sides, and Purple getting caught out in the beginning was really bad. Like he managed to fire only 1 shot. Tiny and Binomaya were supposed to like push back anyone trying to do what Legend did, and that's like push back anyone trying to set up a crossfire, and they just, I don't know, Purple, basically him dying meant that GoHard's gonna have a lot of trouble. Their heavies are gonna have a lot of trouble fighting the heavies of Legend, because heavies of Legend had support, while their only support was the Oni and the Waffenträger that was reloading. So not much of support anyway. So yeah, Legend wins the first game on Ghost Town. Interesting. I think Lightweight did a lot of damage. Yeah, 1k damage. That's decent, I guess. Since Purple did 0, anything anything your tanks do is just good enough. Anyway, let's see what the next map is. Yeah, it's gonna be Murovanka. Murovanka. Deep deep Murovanka. I'm going to reroll to you. Oh my god, man. Peter. David, don't call Bino names. Bino's a good player. Not better than me, but... Anyway. Legends now gonna be in the attack, so... If they win this, they're gonna be in a prime position, because Murovanka is a weird map. I know Legend did quite well on it. I know GoHard did extremely well on it. I don't think I put it out on YouTube, but they did win against a team that finished in like top 6. I can't remember against who, but they did win with 5 E50Ms, or was it 4 E50Ms and 2 E50s? Or yeah, it was 4 E50Ms, 2 E50s, and like a Batchat or an STB or something. It was just a crazy game. I mean, GoHard just showing their dominance on Murovanka. So Murovanka is any man's playground. I think if GoHard lets Legend win this round, they're gonna be in a really hard position. And when I say let win, because they're defending. Defender's advantage. Legend attacking with an IS-4, 2 215Bs, 113 MX, 50B, a Batchat, and a lightweight again. While on the defense, GoHard went with a Binomarta. Just change your name to Binomarta, please. A Batchat, 4 215Bs, and a Waffenträger of the 100. So basically the same setup, just instead of Oni, they have the artillery. Kaizo doing a lot of work here. Some damage towards Phenomenal. Honor that took. Ooh, Zed takes a shot. Zed takes 2 shots. Good trade. Oh man, you shouldn't have done it. You just either stay and trade 1 more shot and then leave, or just leave. If you're doing that, you're losing your accuracy while he is standing still and he retains his. Now he's gonna be focused here by Phenomenal. He's trying to wiggle his way around. He just has to cross this ridge to survive. Zed took another shot there, but ooh. Phenomenal went down. A nice shot there. I think the SPG killed him right there. It was Binomai. I'm not 100% sure because I was looking what Zed is gonna do to Kaizo, but nothing spectacular happened there. And with the positioning, like the ass turn towards the SPG, that's how you die. So Tiny trades, takes one shot, deals two, which is really nice. I'll change the view here because this is going to be a really weird game. Oh, another huge shot by the SPG. Jesus Christ! Binomarta doing a lot of work. Perfectly lining up those shots. The Batchets are having a battle of their own, but here we see Honor, Yepurash, Spetion and Dragos just being boxed in by the rest of GoHard. And ooh, Kaizo wins that duel. Now, Ketamin is coming in to try and finish him off, which shouldn't be a problem. He's just the Batchets down to basically one shot. But these four tanks are pretty much dead. They're boxed in. Tiny did an awesome job scaring these two 215Bs. Kaizu should fall any second now, unless he gets some support. Kaizu dies, but Annihilator takes out Honor here. Killer Kid finishes Yepurash in the cap, and yeah, that's pretty much GG, well played. Spetion, next one on the list, and Ketamin, the last man alive for his team, and GoHard evens this game out. I think Binomaya did 3k damage with 2 shots. Just watch this, 3k, 2 shots, 3k damage. Four k damage! Why? Oh my god! I mean, I love, like, I back in, like, when Ghost Town started being played, well, there was still 2 rates, you know, we were playing with 2 rates. I medaled a few times playing some stupid tournaments and some, doesn't matter. Like, I always wanted to use the SPG because the SPG is you have excellent angles on that map. I actually used it a few times on the defending side. I think I even used it on the attacking side. And you've seen, you know, attacking side using it a few times, but it's much better on the defending side because one, it covers one whole cap. So the northern cap, it's covered by the SPG. You don't care. The middle of the map, you have some really good shots, and the southern part of the map, as you saw, it's SPG playing field. It's really easy to hit that shots. Like, I mean, of course, RNG and everything. Just have to find a good position and just, you know, line up that shot, fire away. It's really close, which means the RNG is not, you know, the RNG factor is lower. I found that anything under like 450 meters, like everything up to the spotting range of your tank is like where the SPG is gonna be accurate. Like 100 to 450 meters, the SPG is much more accurate than when you're shooting at like 900 meters. So first, the traveling time of the shell is really low. It's like under 1 second or 1 second, and it just doesn't have enough time to dissipate. So even if you miss, it's gonna be much closer hit than if you were shooting at a longer distance. Of course, you know, the impact angle is gonna be different, so the shell won't come at like angle like this. You know, if it comes at a really high angle, it means that a really low angle, it means that, you know, it's a greater chance of penetration and full damage, but it's a much more guaranteed hit. So yeah, I mean, it's just Binomaya just wrecked them like 2 shells, man. 4k damage. GG, well played. Anyway, Muravanka time. So 3-3. Pretty close match. I expected GoHard to lead like 4-2 and Legend, then to like be crawling back on Muravanka or something, but yeah, it's actually evenly matched. Whichever team won, except that one on mines, they won with a, convincingly, I guess. They were leading the whole game. So Legend is opting to push up the magic forest. It's not that magic anymore, but Binomaya has some cover. Covering fire. Honor did take some damage, but they traded really nice, like 800 damage for the whole tank. Ooh, Getamin being shot by the STB and the bad chat. Luckily though, he survives, so Legend with a bit of an edge here. They killed the scout, which means Cap 2 is probably going to be under assault by this light tank, or they're just gonna use him for spotting. Tiny and Ethne are gonna pull back here. Purple, Kaizo and Killer Kid are controlling the middle. So E5, three STVs, sorry, and 2 bad chats for GoHard, and an RU that died protecting his country. Legend, on the other hand, opting for 4 objects 140, which is kind of weird. 2 TVPs and an RU251. It's not every day that you see that many objects. Objects are mobile, you know, good gun depression and all, but I mean, good, decent, better than a T62A. But those turrets are squishy, man. The E5s can just go through it. Like every second shell from the E5 on the turret of the object 140 should be a penetration. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. That's gonna be a bit more scouty to the west side. West side. West side. South side. Jesus, more are you? Oh my god. I failed geography. I just failed geography. My teacher from the high school is gonna invite me, just call me on my, I don't know, find me somewhere, call me, say, yeah, it's not, oh my god. I call you western side. So Yaparash is in the cap, he's like all the way to the right, it's really hard to hit this position. Just because of the houses and all, and you know, it's up to GoHard to do something. Really nice start from Legend, so yeah. The RU is controlling the northern side, just waiting to see any rotations. Good thing for GoHard is that they're not doing anything on the north side, so that basically renders that RU useless, but if they opt to, they are gonna be in a lot of trouble. They're in, I mean, Legend, even though if RU is not in a fight, Legend's in a really good spot, just because they are dictating the tempo of the game at this point, so they should. GoHard has to attack into them, which means they have to expose themselves to all of these tanks here that are just waiting for someone to show their mug, so they can shoot him. Annihilator is the first one to take damage. He takes 2 shots. They did spot Yapura, so he had to pull back, but GoHard lost positioning here, and they are gonna keep losing HP. Dragos exposing himself maybe a bit too much, and he somehow survives. The RU is gonna provide some crossfire from that position towards these bad chats, but I mean, it's Dragos. It was so risky. Like, it's much better to stand like here if you're gonna do that. Oh, you can't actually because of the hill. Whatever. I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. So Honor takes care of Killer Kid, and now it's Tiny who's running away. He has to reload his clip. Purple, Annihilator, and Ethne are basically left on their own. Kaizu is driving forward, trying to spot Zed here just to provide some relief for his team, but he's really low on HP. Zed playing really carefully, doesn't want to expose himself too much. He's going to be able to take care of Kaizu even if he takes a shot or two, but he doesn't. And a really good position for GoHard. Like, for Legend, this is almost impossible to lose. Tiny is gonna be focused, everyone's driving towards him. It's just Annihilator, Purple, and Ethne that are going to stay alive here to try and do something. Yapurash going towards the Annihilator, Tiny being chased, but yeah, it's a bad shot. It's not that easy to catch. So Dragos and Yapurash take care of the Annihilator. Now they're gonna be pushing towards Purple. Ethne left Purple all alone, trying to help Tiny because Batchat is more valuable with that clip than the E5. So Purple is gonna go down soon. Tiny trying to do whatever he can, but he just got focused down and killed. Purple is still alive. Yapurash did take his sweet times. That didn't help him out. He was trying to come here and help finish Etni off, which is going to happen soon enough. Etni killed Ketamine, but Zed finished Etni off right after that, and it's 4-3 for Legend. So, game point. Match point, I guess. Game set match. Where. Yeah, Zed doing 4.6k damage. Give this man a cookie. Oh, Bino, mate. Stick to Arta. Oh, the thing when when you die, there's a catch because you're playing on with the like press account, right? So you have all the skills unlocked. And this is a mistake we see often. That's why Ketamine took that damage. Like when you die, like your radio operator has the skill that basically keeps the enemies lit 2 extra seconds. I'm gonna try and find the skill for you. Who survived the destruction of his to report enemy positions for another 2 seconds. So if the radio operator didn't die when you destroyed the enemy tank, it means that the enemies are gonna be spotted for 2 extra seconds. And like, you know, the better players, like the guys playing this, know exactly how long it takes for their basically for their spot to just wear off, to for the fog of war to kick back in. So they're you're just in your mind, you know, like, okay, I'm not spotted anymore, and you just peek out or you do something with that in mind, like you're not spotted anymore. Which in this case doesn't have to be true. And it's weird, it's really weird. Playing against that, like, it's annoying. It's really annoying. It's something that actually happened to me in a clan wars, and well, not to me too. Like, no, it wasn't clan wars. It was something to some of my teammates. It happened to someone. It was like I'm not spotted anymore, and later on, she was just like, you know, cheaters and stuff, using them. The guy actually had that skill in his bat chat because his bat chat like had like 6 skills. He had that skill in his bat chat, and he spotted everyone for the extra 2 seconds, which is, you know, you're not used to it. I mean, yeah, you can hide behind the rock for the extra few seconds just to be sure, but you're not used to it because you don't. Most of the tanks, like, there's better skills to pick. You need repair, you need camo, you need brothers in arms, you need like that spotting range on the radio operator. That's 4 skills, and then the 5th skill, you know, maybe you take that as your 5th skill, right? But I mean, come on, like how many games do you have to play to get your 5th skill up? So you're not really taking that into account when you're playing these games. And I think that's what happened there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what happened there. Because the RU took damage, and she shouldn't be spotted at that point. So maybe it was blind firing, but maybe he was spotted for that extra 2 seconds. Oh my god, Dragos is... Oh man, oh, this is bad. Can they ask for reset? No, this is... Oh my god, it's Bappy, it's not training room, and it seems that, oh Jesus, this is really bad. So Legend has a guy that DC'd, Dragos DC'd. They have an IS-7, 2 STBs, Object 140 Batchet, and an M40-43. Dragos still not back in the game with his E5. GoHard, on the other hand, has 2 E5s, a Leopard, 2 STBs, Batchet, and a 3090. And actually, if Dragos comes back, this can be really good. If he comes back at this point, and they know he's AFK, I mean, just focus him down while he's AFK, I mean, while he's DC'd before he comes back. It's a dickish move, but I mean, you're playing Major League, you don't care. Like, you just want to win at this point, right? They still didn't penetrate him. Armor of steel, and finally some penetrations come in. Drago's taking a lot of damage here. He's finally back, but it's just too little too late. The 39 and Leopard are already flanking him, so... And he fired a shot of desperation, but he will die soon enough. Kaizu will finish him off if nobody else does, and yup. So now they know that there's a Leopard one on the right side, and they're gonna be boxed in soon enough. Zet just, yeah, just taking shells. He's not even playing. Yeah, Purush as well. Yeah, they're not playing. Like,